Hi, welcome back to Cooking with Vincent Price. I took last week off because I was out of town, and I was out of town with a stomach bug. So nothing says a good time like driving home at 5 in the morning with a horrible feeling stomach. So I took that as a time to rest, and today I am back. And what we are making today is curried lima bean soup. We are still in the very reflective treasury of great recipes, and this is in the section called Blender Magic. Let's get started. Here's your friendly reminder, I am not a chef, I am not a cook, I am a Vincent Price fan who is cooking her way through his 3 mid-century cookbooks to see how they taste to a modern palate and in the modern time. In the Blender Magic portion of the cookbook, it is just straight recipes. It doesn't have Vincent saying items about each recipe, so it's very straightforward. And this is curried lima bean soup. Basically what I need is frozen lima beans, butter, some curry powder, green onion, salt, pepper, tarragon, parsley, cream, chicken broth, and that's it. The recipe does specifically call for frozen lima beans. Let me take that back. Frozen baby lima beans. Frozen baby lima beans. It only needs 10 ounces. This is a 16-ounce bag. I need to measure that out and we'll get going. So here's something fun. To plug in my Vitamix, it doesn't have a very long cord, so I have had to move things around, and it's just gonna be a little bit of an avant-garde blending experience. Add salt, pepper, and dry tarragon. I do have some fresh tarragon, and if this goes well, I may make it again midweek for a bonus to see the difference in the taste. I have some thoughts. So first of all, my Vitamix actually struggled to blend this, which seems odd because those things can grind up a stone brick. Not really, don't do that. They're strong blenders. So I know that this blender is stronger than a blender that is around from like 1965-ish, and mine struggled. There is not a lot of liquid in this recipe so far. Next, I'm gonna put it back into the saucepan and add in chicken stock to it. Pour into a saucepan and add 1 can, 13.25 ounces, like a can, of chicken broth. Heat over water and serve, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I've already used half of the chicken stock actually to get it into a liquid that I could blend it appropriately with. So, I don't know. Let's soldier on. So I am now going to empty the bean mixture into the saucepan. I'm going to add the small amount of chicken broth that I do still have left into it, bring it up to temp, and then we're gonna try it and see what we got. Before I taste it, in hindsight, a couple of things. So when I said earlier that my Vitamix was struggling to blend all of it, I really should have done that in batches, and I know better, and I just didn't. I dumped it all in and turned it on, so that's on me. So I should have done it in batches. Okay, let's see what we got. It's a fabulous color. Smells nice. Okay. Yeah, that's really good. And I'm really glad I made a full batch of it. The seasoning is just right. For once, I'm not wondering, what does it need? Or does it need too much of this? Or does it have too much of this? I think it's spot on. The chicken broth that I used better than bouillon chicken broth because I really like that chicken broth concentrate. You can probably use whatever. I thought about getting a can of Swanson chicken broth because I'm sure that was probably the main chicken broth that was used at the time, but I didn't. And I think this would also be really good if you used a vegetable broth. Curried lima bean soup from Blender Magic is a huge, huge winner. So this has been Cooking with Vincent Price. I'm Danae. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye.